Hey, you guys. Happy New Year. I haven't talked to you guys since last year. It's cold this first of the year. It's cold. Ooh. Oh, it's cold. Oh. I mean, the sun's trying to peek out. Oh. Dan says it's already driving him nuts not to sweep the floor. He picked up the coins and took them in the house. So he's already carried money back into the house. Oh. I dug in the back of I told you I was going to dig in my cupboard. I don't say cupboard. Well, it's not a cupboard, but in my cabinet. The wardrobe has where I keep my t-shirts. It's a cabinet like door. Okay, it's not drawers. It's a cabinet. Because it's a little door with a mirror on it. So I stacked my t-shirts. So I pulled a different one out. So I pulled a different one out to start wearing. Because as I got to get dressed this morning, I said, okay, let's get a different t-shirt out. What I need to do is rotate them out. Like I need to pull a stack forward and rotate them out. It's just they're packed in there because I've given away a lot, but I like the t-shirts that Rural King has. And I buy them when they go on sale, but I haven't bought any in a long time. Even the last couple of times they've gone on sale, I haven't bought them because I knew I had plenty of shirts. And if you got plenty of something, why buy something? But I should have showed y'all. I don't know why I didn't show you guys, but I should have showed y'all what I did for Brittany for Christmas. I wasn't thinking. I gotten her, and I waited for them to go on sale. I got her shirt from Rural King. I have one that says Cowgirl Mama on it. I got them on sale, and they're the mama is in cow print. So what I did was I got one for Brittany. This was like months and months ago, and I didn't think about it until the last minute. But I had the kids come up and put their handprints underneath Mama in different colors. I did the boys in black and the girls in white. So she's got the kids' handprints under the word Mama on her shirt. I should have showed that to you guys. I should have done a video of them doing it and posted it after Christmas. But I wasn't thinking. I can't stay out here long. My hands are freezing. I have to smoke this cigarette and get inside. This is my first cigarette of the day. It's going to be a not smoke much day. Because it's cold. I just got up. I'm a little late getting up this morning. Not late, but later. I think it's almost 9. Oh. a good cup of coffee this morning. It's a good one. Okay, I think as far as washing dishes go today, because I told you I wasn't going to wash them, if I could help it. I think if I stay up past midnight, it's the next day, technically, right? I can wash my dishes and then go to bed. That might work. I don't know if I can go all night without washing them. I think I'll lay there in bed and go nuts. So I think if I stay up past midnight, my phone says it's the 2nd. I think I'll be good. Because I don't think I can go all day without. I don't think I can go to bed without washing my dishes. Now I don't know if Dan will be sweeping after midnight. I made sure I swept the house real good in front of him last night to make sure he would be okay, but he said it's killing him not to sweep the floor this morning because he sweeps the floor every morning. I think this is part of his morning routine. It's already cooled off my coffee. It's so cold. I do have to take some pears off the dehydrator. And I do have to cut up some more. So I will be doing that this morning. Whew. And I Googled that to see if that uses a lot of electricity. Dehydrators do not use much electricity at all. They use pennies. And this is a small dehydrator, so it said it uses pennies. So I'm glad to know that. Just uses pennies. A few pennies. Like 2 or 3 pennies an hour. So I don't feel so guilty using it. Ooh, I gotta go inside, guys. So let me take you inside and show you what the dehydrator looks like. Let me pause you for a minute so I don't make you dizzy. Let me pause you and let me show you what my pears look like. Alright, you guys, let me turn it off. These are my pears done. These are done. I gotta let them cool for a minute. I just turned it off. These are my pears done. Hold on a minute. Let me rinse my hand, wash my hands off. Hold on. Yeah, so see, they're kind of stuck to the tray a little bit. Guys, they're kind of stuck. So I do have to pick them off. But that's okay. I'll pick them off. And then I'll put them in a plastic container. Sometimes they're stuck together when you pick them. But you just pull them apart. It's not a big deal. I got an empty cottage cheese container. I'm putting them in for now. So I'll just pick them off and put them away. This is the last batch from yesterday. Because once they cool down, they do harden up. While they're warm, they're still a little soft too. But once they harden up, they're really good. Once they cool down, they even harden up more. I think they're really good. If you ever had any kind of dried fruit, that's what they kind of make me think of. Have you ever had any dried apples in the store? They're a little harder than that. I got apples left to do that I'm going to do the same thing with. I mean, this takes a minute to do this, but again, it's worth it to me because I can sit and enjoy them this way. I'll just bag them up and put them away when I got them all done. I haven't started bagging them yet because I don't know how much I'm going to have until I'm done doing the whole thing of them. That wood burning stove kills me. I think some woods make me upset my allergies more than others. Now, I do wash my trays in between different things I dehydrate. Because I'm about to dehydrate some more pears, as long as my trays look okay, I'm not going to wash them. As long as I get all this stuff off and the trays look clean, I'm not washing my trays. But I do wash my hands. Like I washed my hands after coming in before I started taking these things off. I want clean hands before I mess with these, before I put them away, because I don't want to introduce anything into the container to put them away. I've never had any trouble with anything I've dehydrated, except for when I had those other containers that I put them in. Because the other containers were not, they didn't seal all the way, they weren't completely airtight. But these new containers, like these right here, that I showed you guys, these have been working great. And of course, this container that's got pears in it right now, these are working great. These are working great. So, I wish I thought about those before I got those other plastic containers. That way it would save me the money. I just wasn't thinking. But that's okay. Dan can use them. They ain't a total loss. But I think I lost a couple items. But what I'll do is, since that container's full, these will go in a Ziploc baggie marked, and then they go back in a tub on top of my deep freezer until I need them. I'm about to try to make, not today, because that would cause a dirty dish, but I'm about to look up a recipe for some sweetbread or muffins or something, and put some dry bread in it. Because I've got the dry figs and dates or whatever from the food pantry, and I think it'd be nice to add my pears to it. See, one clean tray. The little pieces like this right here, I ain't worried about. There's like something stuck there. I ain't worried about that. I can still use that tray. I can still reuse that. Again, the fruit won't stick to it. It won't stick. I'm hoping here in a few months I can rebuy my favorite dehydrator on Amazon. But we want to get Dan's truck fixed first. We need a frame job done on it. The frame needs to be fixed. It's supposed to go in the shop. And when you live on a fixed income, you gotta save up for things. That's supposed to go in the shop. Get that done. Then I want to order my favorite dehydrator in a few months. I want 2 of them. They're not very expensive, but I want 2 because I want one to start with, and then I'll eventually get a second one. I use those. I killed them. But they got trays that you can't, nothing falls through them, and they're a workhorse.
Oh man. Hey, quit that.
But I have to do a video sometimes about what I got dehydrated. Y'all might find that interesting. The only thing I have not had trouble, and I hope I'm saying your name right, Carlin. I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I didn't botch your name. But I know when you would you wrote me a message, you were dehydrating bananas, and I have not been successful with bananas. Ever. That's the one thing I've not been successful. I haven't tried too hard at it. I guess I haven't really worked at that one because, for one thing, I like everything hard when it comes to vegetables and stuff to keep them from like my soups and stuff. I rehydrate them, so by the time I eat them, they're soft. And putting dog food in a bucket. But I won't eat that. I won't eat hard snack fruits. So I wouldn't be eating bananas as far as for snacks. So I haven't really done those. I thought about trying again because somebody else had turned on to dehydrating one of the ladies at the physical therapy place where Dan was getting physical therapy last year. And she asked me about dehydrating bananas, and I told her, I'm sorry I can't help you with that one because I have not done much dehydrating bananas because they failed at it. So that's the only one I've not worked too hard at. But ultimately, my favorite way to preserve things is through the dehydrator. It really is. I mean, I've done meat and it's been successful. I've done hamburger and chicken and I've been very successful at that. It's a little trickier, but it's doable. And so far I've got hamburger meat that's 4 years dehydrated, over 4 years dehydrated. But I'm not opening it because it's set, I don't know, that just in case you gotta have it. And I got chicken that way too. But it takes a little bit to get this stuff off. If I had those fruit roll-up tray sheets in here, I would do it. But This dehydrator is just a backup little kitchen top one. So I did not want to cut up my fruit roll-up trays for this particular dehydrator. I did not want to do it, so I'll just sit here and pick for a minute. I wasn't gonna ruin them, I'll put it that way. Because they do cost money. I could have pulled out, I've got an Excaliburator. I bought it years ago. I could have pulled it out and done everything. But the problem with the Excaliburator, it's a great dehydrator. It's an expensive dehydrator, but it's not my favorite one. Because the problem with that one is the heat is in the back of it. And somebody may disagree with me. And it blows forward. And if your stuff gets too dry, it can blow your stuff around. So unfortunately, even though it's a workhorse and it's a great, it does dry things, it also blows it around. I have had more trouble with that giving me a mess than it's been worth it. It's great for dehydrating beef jerky and stuff, but I don't do that much beef jerky. So, I don't know if I'll really use it ever much. But it's already bought and paid for. I bought it a long, long time ago. I bought it before I ever left Florida, when I was still married to the first husband. So, I have one tray to go after this one. Some of them do get a little harder. Now, if color bothers you, you might not like this. But color doesn't bother me. Okay. And color bothers you, but color doesn't. It's just taste that I care about. As long as it tastes right, I don't care. Oh, and when you dehydrate, you do not lose the vitamins and the nutritional value in the fruit. You don't lose it. It stays with the fruit. Just so in case anybody wonders, you don't lose it. But you do have to skin it all. Okay. Well, we've been talking long enough, I guess. I got this last tray to go. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm glad to see y'all back this year, since I talked to y'all last year. And hope everybody has been good since I saw you last year. But I'm going to let y'all go for now. I'm going to finish picking this last tray. And probably in a little bit cut up some more pears. And might go down and see how they feel down there, because they had people over last night. We didn't go down last night. We wanted to spend New Year's Eve with them, but we didn't, because they had somebody at their house that Dan and I did not want to be around. He was a young man who ripped us off. Even though Brittany and Jeffrey supposedly told him if he would man up and come talk to us about the money he owes us. But he doesn't, I'll say it. I guess he ain't got the balls to man up and come up and talk to us. Because he had plenty of opportunity to walk out Brittany's back door last night, come up and talk to us.
Because he's a thief.
And say, hey, Pappy, I know I owe you the money. Can I give you a little bit every month or something until I get y'all paid back? But no, he didn't have the balls to do that. So, and the whole situation is really sad because we were extremely fond of this young man. We were extremely fond of him. When we met him, I really, really liked him. And I was very fond of him. Even when, at times when they would put him down or, I thought I'd be like, no, don't say it, no. I was extremely fond of him when we first met him. I mean, even before this happened, he loved my grandma's slaw. And I had just gone out and bought 2 plastic containers because I had just told Dan, I'm going to make him grandma's slaw every now and then. And I was just going to make it every now and then and tell him, hey, I got grandma's slaw for you. Because I know he loved it. He would have ate the whole big bowl by himself. And I was going to just every once in a while, and out of the air, just just be in the mood, and I was just going to make him grandma's slaw and just say, hey, come by and get grandma's slaw, bring me my other container. And I was just going to make it for him every now and then just because that's who I am, because I was fond of him. But but after what he did to Dan and I, that ain't happening. And since he can't, and Brittany and Jeffrey told him to just go up there and talk to Pappy. So, but he didn't. He can't man up. So he was down there at their house, and even though I think Dan was a tad bit disappointed not to be down there and see the New Year's end, but Brittany and Jeffrey Brittany and Jeffrey had him at their house, and I can't tell anybody who to allow at their home. They knew we weren't going to be there if he was there. Because, honestly, I can't keep my mouth shut sometimes. And I'm not sure what I would have said to him or his wife, because they've gotten married since this happened. And that's a whole different story I'm not getting into. Whole different situation that I'm not getting into, because I don't think I can be a good person at this point with that one. So I'm not going there. If you can't be a good person, you got nothing nice to say, you don't open your mouth. That's what I was taught, and I don't think I could be a nice person when it comes to that situation. So I'm not opening my mouth. And last night, I will be honest with you guys, once in a great while, my bitch switch can be flipped, and I was afraid that my bitch switch could be triggered last night, or somebody could be playing with it last night, and I did not want it to be flipped. And sometimes in my head, scenarios will go off, and I was honestly did not thought to myself, I might not be a nice person if that thing got flipped last night, because I'm at the point now where lately I've been thinking that I ain't taking no crap no more. I'm getting too damn old to take crap from people when I ain't done nothing to nobody except for always tried to be good and help people, to be nice to people and do for people. Then I'm done. I'm done. Call me a cranky old lady if you want to when it happens. I don't give two whatevers. But it's a new year. And this year, I'm not saying if I'm going to finish some crap from the past, but I ain't putting up with no crap from the future, in the future. So, I'm not going to go out of my way to be mean or nasty, but I'm just done. Okay? And I did not want last night to happen the way it could have happened. So, I opted to stay home and keep my mouth shut. I mean, yeah, we were disappointed we didn't go down there because we really wanted to spend the New Year's Eve with them. We had talked about it a week ago. I even had some ideas of stuff I should make without having to go to the grocery store. I had researched how to make even macaroni cheese balls. I had stuff in the house and stuff. And there was a bunch of stuff I was going to try to attempt to make. Because last year we made a spread of food to go down there. But when the option came that we weren't going down there, Dan's like, don't worry about it. Don't do it. You know, so I didn't. Because we did all the food last year. So I didn't do nothing. Felt kind of funny not going down there and not making a spread of food for down there. But, you know, I definitely wasn't going to do a spread of food and fix it for them, for the two. Because she was as much at fault of that mess that he was in, that because of the nasty messages and stuff we got when the problem went down. And the thing about it is, still, it won't fix what was happening. If it won't fix what was happening, what was said over the situation with him stealing the money from us, but it would fix the fact that he disappointed us if he would come up and man up and say, hey, I'm sorry it happened and stuff. It would, you'd be amazed how an apology makes a huge difference. It might take a while for us to trust him again, but knowing that somebody is man enough to come up and apologize, that makes it makes a difference, especially when you were fond of somebody so much. You know, I mean, all along, there's some odd jobs that we would have scraped up the money and had him do for us because we just would have. We would have scraped up the money somehow and had him do some odd jobs for us because he's all the time saying he needs an odd job, and there's somebody else who would have had him do a job here and there, but after they found out what he did to us, they were like, no way are we going to hire him. So, he could have, and we would have paid him. That's not the problem. We would have come up with the money. We would have come up with the money to pay him. So, but, I might go down there and see how they're feeling this morning. I'm okay. I mean, we were disappointed we didn't get to spend the evening with him down there. I even had this to take down there. I got this. I even had this to open up last night with Brittany, but it's okay. It was Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog, made with real dairy cream. Looks like rum, brandy, and blended whiskey. Old style eggnog, it says. But that's okay. I can't read how much proof it has in it. But that's okay. It says original brand on it, but that's okay. I can't read that other fine little printing to read how much proof is on it. Alright, well, but that's it. So, I mean, Brittany and Jeffrey did pop up here after all the company left after midnight and wish us Happy New Year. And I appreciate that. they came up and wished us Happy New Year after everybody left their house. And that was nice of them. I appreciate that. But that was nice, but it wasn't the same. But it was nice. It was nice. I appreciate it, you know. They didn't totally forget about us. Alright, I'll let you guys go. Because I've been gabbing at you long enough and I got off track and everything. So, remember, like and subscribe. And be happy, live happy, do happy things. And those unhappy people, I don't know. This year, do whatever you want. And I will catch you later. Bye.